YouTube, Quincy Studios here, with, as you can see in the title, how to make a simple menu user input in C++. Once again, I am using Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 Express, and the download link is in the description. Let's just jump right into this. So here's some things that you need to know. Making simple menu user input by me. Make sure you watch my previous tutorial. An annotation will be on screen right now if you're on a computer, but if you're on a mobile device, it's still in the description. So, yeah, you will need to understand some things that I said in my previous video. It's pretty simple. It's only a couple minutes long, so go watch that if you didn't. Okay. First thing you're going to need to know is cin. It's like cout that I showed you in the last video, except it means console in and takes user input. Here's an example. Cin option. That's an integer, which you're about to see what that is. Int, integer, store simple values, example. Int, example int, it equals 1. If statement, if something is happening, this will happen. I spelled statement wrong. Example, if option equals 1, then you have a code block, like I said, which does this. Cout equals you chose option 1. End line. Else, if you have a bunch of if statements, and then, let's say, let's say you have this, and then you have one that says if option equals 2, and then if option equals 3, then someone types in 4, it'll do the else. It'll do the else. So if you have a if statement, if something that you have not listed, happens, this will happen. So here's an example. Else, code block, return 0, which will just close the program. Now let's code. Let's go. So remember, Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 Express. So let's just quickly minimize this. And once again, here's how you make a new project in this program. New project. Empty project. We're going to name this tutorial. I'm going to name this. You can name whatever you want, doesn't matter. Empty project. Okay. Now that you have this, you're going to go down to source files, add new item, C++ file. You're going to name it main or whatever you want, but I recommend main. Add, and then, just like I showed you in the last video, we're going to include the same thing we did last time. IO stream. Then we're also going to include a new library. Put quotation marks around it, then do windows.h. Here, sorry, I'll zoom in for you guys. Windows.h. Now that you have those both, we're going to do what we did last time with using namespace std. So you don't have to type cout std. I mean std cout, sorry. You can just do cout. But now that we have that, we're going to make ints like I showed you. So this means integer. You're going to type an int, and then you can name whatever you want, but since we're making a menu, I'm going to name it op, which is short for option, but I can also name it option. I can name whatever I want, but I'm going to name it option so it's easier so you can see it. And we're not going to make it equal anything. We're just going to do this, the semicolon, good old semicolon, and then it's going to equal 0. We're going to have someone change it when they enter in something. Now we're going to do int main, like I said. Well, no, not that. Code blocks. And then this is where we're going to put our code. So we're going to display a menu with cout like I showed before. So we're going to say menu, end line, cout. Then we're going to do option, I cannot type, option 1, and then we can say, what do we want to do? We could make it say hello world, and then we can make option 2 say hi. And then option 3 quit. Okay. now that we have this, right now, don't do that. Okay, right now, if I press play, it might display it. I don't think it will, but because the program doesn't exactly end. But yeah, see, it displayed it for a half a second, like I said before, and then, like, remember how we did system pause? We're not going to do that because it's also going to wait for user input. If we do cin, which I showed you, means console in. And then remember how the arrows, I told you they matter in the last video? Like how this is going out to the console. This is going in to an integer. So we're going to type in, since we have int option up here, cin option. So whatever number the user types when this comes up will now be option. Let's say someone typed in 1, then option will equal 1. But that's how that works. And then, after we did that, we're going to say an if statement. And then if, we're going to parentheses, option, 2 equal signs, which means is equal to 1. Then we're going to put down a code block where all the code for this goes. Okay, where all the stuff for this goes, and then we're going to say if option equals 1, it says hello world. Then we're going to type in cout. Actually, we're going to clear the screen first, which is system CLS, which, like I showed you, that does stuff on the console. So if I type in CLS right here, it clears the screen. System CLS, good old semicolon. System CLS, and then you're going to make it say, hello world, because that's what it says up here. That's what it says it should do. Hello world. And line. It's going to say hello world. And then we're going to do another if statement. So if they typed in is equal to 2, if they typed in 2, what does that do? It says hi. Another code block. We're going to do the same thing. Oops. We'll do the same thing. And then we're going to make it say hi. Let me add an exclamation point in there. Hi. End line. And then we're going to say, since option 3 tells you can quit, if option is equal to 3, then we will just say return 0. So it quits. But we're not done yet because we didn't make it so if they typed in something else that doesn't exist. We're going to say else, an else statement. So this, if they didn't type in any of 1, 2, or 3 of those numbers, then it's going to do this because it's something else. Else, then cout incorrect. Well, yeah, incorrect number, I guess you could say. And then we're just going to say end line, and then we're going to do system pause, which is that thing that said press any key to continue. System pause. Pause. Okay. Then we're going to do the good old semicolon. Then we're going to say return 0. So once they press that button, it will quit the thing. Also, we're going to want to make it be able to quit from anywhere without pressing the X. So we'll do that same thing everywhere. So system pause. Return 0. System pause. Return 0. System. Oh wait, no, this just quits it already. So there we go. That's all the code. I'll zoom out for a little bit so you guys can see. Also, before we run this, I want to show you guys something. If you type in 2 slashes, it's like a comment, and when it compiles, it just counts as an empty line. So if you want to remember what things are, you can press // and then say this stores the number the user chose. But you don't have to do this. This just does anything. So I could say poop. That doesn't say, I could say poop. It doesn't matter. Just count it as blank space. Then I could say here is the menu, and here is option 1, option 2, option 3, and anything else. Then we're just going to put return 0 down here in the main part, so it just closes if something happens wrong. Okay, I'm going to zoom out some more. If you're on a mobile device, you might not be able to see this, but here's all the code. It's only 46 lines. It's pretty simple. So we're going to go back in, and we're going to press play up by the debug button. And if I did everything right, and you did too, this should work. See, it says menu, option 1, hello world, option 2, say hi, option 3, quit. So let's type in option 1, hello world, press any key to continue, quits. Let's run it again, try all the options. Option 2, say hi, hi, press any key to continue, quits. Play, option 3, just quits it. And of course the X still works if you just want to quit it for some reason there. So that was this tutorial. I hope this video helped you learn this, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I will answer them the best I can, and I'll probably do it pretty instantly. So please like, comment, subscribe. Quit Studios out.